Hello and welcome my friends, it's Captain Cairo here, and today I have something very special for you. Austria, in a very unexpected turn of events, closed down the gyms this year for about 6 months. Yeah, and I thought to myself, in the beginning was like, yeah, we're gonna just close down for a couple of weeks, and I was like, hey, cool, I haven't taken like a rest week in ages. Maybe that's gonna be good for me. Just gonna chill and relax and lay in bed and watch some series and have some fun. But 3 weeks later, I was still laying in bed, doing nothing. I'd lost probably 70% of the gains I made last year, and I was like, holy moly, what am I gonna do now? So instead of starting to train, what I wanted to do is just distract myself. So I went to hang around. Oh, not this hang around. Although this hang around is pretty good too. No, I went to hang around with my friends. Yes, those friends, my lockdown friends. And after a while it got a little bit stale, and even though I changed it up with something we call role play.
So, do you guys come here often?
It wasn't really the same. So I decided I have to change something. So I went to my room and started to check out some things. First of all, I needed to know how much space I really had to use. And after I measured all the space that I can use, I went a little bit crazy for just a second. I went and gathered all of my equipment and put it down for use. Only to realize after, wait a second, I can't use any of this stuff here, and even if I wanted to, I have an even better idea. I'm just gonna train in this small, tiny space without any kind of help from equipment or anything else. And the fact that I had 100 square meters outside of my room that I can still use, it didn't even cross my mind in the beginning, but even after it did, I was like, maybe it's better I do this. Because, you know, most people don't have equipment, they don't have or might not have a lot of space, and they don't even want to get together any equipment to use it, because that's just more work. And why work more if you're already working out? If you're working out, you don't want to have more work on top of working out. So instead, you're just gonna work out, and then you can leave all of the other stuff behind. So I started to do some body weight training. I really focused on strength endurance, doing a lot of repetitions, doing different body parts in different styles, and full body exercises as like full sets and stuff like that. And I noticed that for one, it was way more exhausted than I remember, because I'm used to training with either a lot of weight or no weight and just doing some mobility and some climbing and stuff like that. But once you get into the sets of 100 and 200 repetitions and squats and lunges and push-ups, you're basically sweating tears and blood, and you're already down to like puking and laying down on the floor just to let yourself die. So this is exactly what I did. Basically, whenever it struck me, because I really had no structure, I couldn't go to work, I couldn't do like meet my friends, I couldn't like, all I could do outside was like take the bike for a ride. So I decided whenever the feeling that I needed to do something or I wanted to do something struck me, I would get up to do like 1 or 2 sets of whatever I feel like now. That usually meant I either did squats or lunges or shoulder press or push-ups, stuff like that. And as you can see here, I didn't need that much space, and I didn't need any equipment at all. I just used the time that I have and the little space that I have for my benefit, and that turned out to be all that I really needed. Turns out the luxury of having a gym with a sauna and equipment is all fine and dandy, but when it comes down to it, you actually don't need it. Now I know people are gonna say, yeah, but if I don't have that much weight, I can't really build big muscles, and without big muscles, I am nothing. And you're right. You might not be able to build as big as with using weights, but you certainly can build muscles, and you can build big ones, and you're gonna have some striations. You didn't even know you had muscles on those parts. So there are a lot of benefits for doing just bodyweight training. You're giving your body some time to release all the tension that you have from squatting hundreds of kilos all the time and deadlifting and stuff like that. So this alone is probably going to be really good for your body anyway. The one question I asked myself in the beginning was, okay, would I be doing like 4 sets of 12 repetitions and stuff like that? And I decided against that. What I actually did was just, I start with the squats and I do 1 set only, but as many repetitions as I can. And at first it was like 70 or 80 reps, but with time, as you can see here, I passed sets of 100 and 200 repetitions. I did lunges for like 10-15 minutes straight without a break, just watching a series on TV while I'm doing it. It wasn't that bad, actually, not as bad as I thought. I thought it would be really boring, but if you're doing bodyweight training and if you don't have to take care of safety that much, it's not that bad when you turn on the TV or something next to it, or watch a YouTube video of one of your favorite YouTubers. You can subscribe down here and subscribe down here, and you maybe can push the like button here. Anyway, so basically just, I get up, I think, alright, push-ups, and then I do as many push-ups as I can, and then maybe I do another set of lunges after that, and then I leave it be. Sometimes I felt like training more, then I did like an hour of training, but sometimes I didn't, and I left it at like 2 sets, but I repeated this 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times a day, and with time I had like higher numbers, I had more strength, I had more endurance, which is pretty logical. You remember the video we did about progressive overload? The more you train with time, the stronger and faster and whatever you become. So this is actually if you're training with weights or if you're training without weights, it doesn't really matter, it's always the same. Now the other thing is, and that's a really big positive for me, I think, I can train like 5 times a day without having to go to the gym. I just get up right next to my bed, do whatever I want to do, and just lay down again. Most people are missing the motivation to do even that, just like I did in the beginning. But what helped me out really a lot was thinking, I'm just going to do 10 repetitions. All I have to do is get up, do 10 repetitions, and just lie down again. And that's it. And I never only did 10 repetitions, because of course once you get up and you're warmed up and you like train a little bit, you feel like, I can do more. Why would I lay down after 10 repetitions? And then trainings became really exhausting and really fun. So if you're having any doubts, you've been sitting outside and thinking to yourself, I can't go to the gym, I haven't trained, all my muscles are loose and gone, what am I gonna do? I'm telling you, you don't need anything. You don't need equipment. Hell, you don't even need space. I was doing it in a space as big as a coffin, and I still managed to get along. And I've been doing this year for almost 4 or 5 months. From the 6 months where everything was closed, I did take 1 month of doing nothing, but the rest of the time I trained just like that, and it wasn't that bad. I did my cardio outside on the bike, and everything else I did inside. And as you can see, there's more than enough space, and there is more than enough things to do, and you can train literally any body part you want without having a problem with that. If you have any questions regarding bodyweight training, how to do and what to do at home, don't forget to leave a comment down there and I'll get back to you. And also it would help me really out a lot if you subscribe. We passed the 600 subscriber, and that's just, my mind is blown. 600 might not feel like a lot to other people, but to me 600 people is a lot, like really a lot, and I'm really thankful for that. And I hope I'll see you guys soon. Captain Cairo, coming from the lockdown. Peace out.